The Kashmir conflict has been ongoing for decades. Despite hopes for peace, violence continues beyond the 1990s. Various communities in the region face constant threats. The conflict affects Hindus, Muslims and reformists alike. Many believe the situation in Kashmir stabilized. However, recent incidents prove otherwise. Militants target civilians, causing fear and instability. The struggle in Kashmir is far from over. The complexity of the conflict cannot be overstated. Historical grievances and geopolitical interests fuel the violence. As a result, peace remains elusive. Understanding the current situation in Kashmir is crucial. It helps in grasping the broader implications for regional stability. This essay delves into the ongoing struggle in Kashmir. In recent years, attacks on Kashmiri Pandits have resurfaced. This minority group has faced persecution since the 1990s. Recent violence has forced many to flee their homes again. The sense of insecurity among them is palpable. Muslim communities are not spared either. Militants target those deemed as collaborators. Reformists and moderates face threats for opposing radical views. This atmosphere of fear disrupts daily life. One notable incident occurred in October 2021. Militants attacked a school, killing 2 teachers. This act of terror shocked the nation. It highlighted the vulnerability of educational institutions in conflict zones. The violence extends beyond ethnic lines. It impacts anyone perceived as a threat by militants. The goal is to create a state of perpetual fear and chaos. The strategy behind the violence is calculated. General Zia-ul-Haq's doctrine, "Bleed India by 1,000 cuts," is well known. This approach aims to weaken India through sustained low-intensity conflict. It involves supporting insurgencies and fomenting unrest. This strategy has long-term implications. It aims to drain India's resources and resolve. Continuous violence keeps the region unstable. It prevents any meaningful progress toward peace. Terrorism in Kashmir follows this doctrine. It is designed to create a constant state of emergency. By targeting civilians, the militants seek to create panic and distrust. Understanding this strategy is essential. It explains the persistence of violence despite numerous peace efforts. The conflict in Kashmir is part of a broader geopolitical game. The Resistance Front, or TRF, is a relatively new player in Kashmir. It emerged in 2019 and quickly gained notoriety. TRF is believed to be a front for the Lashkar-e-Taiba, or LT. It carries out attacks under a different name to evade scrutiny. TRF's involvement in violence is significant. In April 2022, TRF militants killed 5 soldiers in an ambush. This attack was one of the deadliest in recent times. It underscored the group's operational capabilities. The group targets both security forces and civilians. TRF's goal is to destabilize the region further. They use sophisticated tactics and modern weaponry. Their operations are well coordinated and lethal. TRF's rise adds another layer of complexity. It shows the evolving nature of militancy in Kashmir. The group's activities need to be closely monitored. Section 5. Pakistan's historical and strategic role. Pakistan has a long history of involvement in Kashmir. Since the partition of India, Pakistan has claimed the region. This claim has led to several wars and ongoing tensions. Pakistan supports insurgent groups to exert influence in Kashmir. The support is both direct and indirect. Pakistan provides training, funds and weapons to militants. It also offers safe havens for them. This support is part of a broader strategy to challenge India. Historical grievances play a significant role. Pakistan's narrative frames Kashmir as a dispute requiring resolution. This narrative justifies the support for insurgents. It also fuels nationalist sentiments within Pakistan. Pakistan's involvement complicates peace efforts. Any resolution must address these historical and strategic factors. Understanding Pakistan's role is key to understanding the conflict. Section 6. The impact on local communities. The ongoing violence has a profound impact on local communities. Families live in constant fear of attacks. Economic activities are disrupted, leading to poverty and unemployment. Schools and hospitals operate under threat. Psychological scars are deep and lasting. Children grow up in an environment of violence. The trauma affects their mental health and development. Adults face stress and anxiety impacting their daily lives. The social fabric is torn apart. Trust between communities is eroded. Militants exploit these divisions to further their agenda. Rebuilding community ties is a daunting task. Efforts to restore normalcy are ongoing. However, the continuous threat of violence hampers progress. The resilience of the Kashmiri people is commendable, but they need lasting peace. Section 7. International Community's Response. The international community has a role to play. Global powers can influence the situation in Kashmir. Diplomatic pressure on Pakistan to cease support for militants is crucial. International organizations can provide humanitarian aid. Some countries have condemned the violence. However, more robust actions are needed. Economic sanctions and diplomatic isolation could be effective. International forums should address human rights violations. The United Nations has passed resolutions on Kashmir, yet their implementation remains weak. Stronger enforcement mechanisms are necessary. The international community must hold all parties accountable. International media can also raise awareness. Coverage of the conflict can bring global attention. This pressure can lead to concrete actions and interventions. Section 8. The role of Indian celebrities. Indian celebrities have a significant influence. They can raise awareness about the Kashmir issue. Their platforms reach millions, both domestically and internationally. Celebrities can advocate for peace and support victims. Some celebrities have spoken out. Their voices add weight to the cause. They can organize campaigns and fundraisers. By doing so, they bring attention to the plight of Kashmiris. Their involvement can pressure the government to act. Public opinion is powerful. Celebrities can shape narratives and push for policy changes. Their endorsements can also attract international support. However, their involvement must be genuine. Token gestures are not enough. Sustained advocacy and action are required. Celebrities have the potential to make a real difference. Section 9. Steps toward achieving peace. Achieving peace in Kashmir is a complex task. It requires a multifaceted approach. Dialogue between India and Pakistan is essential. Both nations must commit to peaceful resolutions. Addressing the grievances of local communities is crucial. Development projects can improve living conditions. Education and healthcare need significant investments. Economic opportunities can reduce the appeal of militancy. Security measures must be coupled with social initiatives. Counter-terrorism efforts are necessary but not sufficient. Winning the hearts and minds of the people is vital. Trust-building measures can foster a sense of security. International support can facilitate these efforts. Aid and expertise from global organizations can be beneficial. A coordinated, sustained effort is the key to lasting peace. Section 10. Conclusion, emphasizing the need for peace. The Kashmir conflict has caused immense suffering. The ongoing violence impacts all communities. Hindus, Muslims and reformists face threats and insecurity. The region remains unstable and tense. Understanding the broader strategy behind the violence is crucial. Groups like TRF, supported by Pakistan, continue to pose threats. International and domestic responses are vital for change. The need for peace in Kashmir is urgent. Proactive measures by the international community are necessary. Indian celebrities can also play a significant role. A multifaceted approach is essential for lasting peace. The path to peace is challenging but achievable. With sustained efforts, the region can move towards stability. Ensuring the safety and well-being of Kashmiri people must be the ultimate goal.